motel with a hoodie over your head that wouldn't nobody see you. Walk in and walk out. Some stuff you did to your own self. Nobody calls you to dig the ditch. Nobody calls you to throw the arrow. Nobody calls you to pick up the knife. Nobody calls you to tell the lie. Nobody calls you to spread the lie. Some stuff is just self-afflicted. Tell your neighbor, I did it to myself. And out of all of my mess-ups, out of all of my mistakes, out of all my upsets and setbacks, the Lord was still right there. Somebody don't know when to shout. If the truth really be told, you should still be unemployed. Ought to be divorced by now. Should have never got the degree. Should have never got the loan approval. Ought to be homeless. Ought to be jobless. Ought to be carless. But thanks be to God, He gave you grace. Instead of giving you what you just deserve, He was still right there. In this text, fine parable that we call the prodigal son. We like to label it as a story for sinners.
Okay.
But if you would look at the scene, the synoptic, and the scenario of the text, you will find out he was already his father's son. Already in his father's house. Left his father's house. Messed up, made some mistake, made up his mind he was going back home, and the father took him back in. Don't miss the text. He was already his father's son. Already in his father's house. Left his father's house. Messed up, made some mistake, made up his mind he was going back home, and the father took him back in. That just don't sound like a sinner. That also sounds like a backslider, which meant that all of my mistakes wasn't in pre-salvation. But since I left from the altar, since I've been washed in his blood, since I gave him my life, I'm still making some mistake. Tell your neighbor you're still messing up. Don't you get holy on me tonight. Might as well take your halo, hang on the neighbor's foot. You can pick it up on your way out the door. Get off your holy high horse. You can ride it on the way back home. But come down and be real with all of us. I don't care how long you've been in church. I don't care how big your hat is, how long you dress is. I don't care how smooth your suit is. You still making mistakes. I don't care how much you shout. I don't care how much you run up and down the aisle. I don't care how much you holler hallelujah. You still making mistakes.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Yes, Lord. Preach, sir. Preach.
And even in your repetitive rebellion, the Lord is still there.
Yes, yes.
But in verse 20, the text takes a twist. And it stops talking about the sin of the son and starts talking about the forgiveness of the Father. I'm talking to somebody in here tonight that if the truth be told, you're frustrated with some people in your life to where you look like they're just determined to go the wrong direction. You're frustrated with some people that you love so dearly that look like regardless how much you try to help them do right, they're determined to go wrong. You're frustrated with the marriage that God has placed you in because look like you're the only one that's trying to make it work and the other one is busy trying to tear it apart. You're frustrated with the children God has placed in your life because look like the more you give them, the more ungrateful they become. The more you try to show them the right way, the more they're determined to go their own way. I'm talking to somebody in here. If the truth be told, tell your neighbor I'm tired. I'm tired of arguing, tired of fussing, tired of staying up at night, tired of tossing back and forth, tired of going bailing people out, tired of getting people out of trouble, tired of coming to their rescue, tired of only being called when you need something, tired job. You're at the point of getting ready to give up. But let me help you out. Before you give up on them or it, you got to remind yourself that God never gave up on you. And since He never gave up on you, you can't give up on them. Still there. Three things I need to tell you, then I'm headed to Short Street. First of all, I find that He was still there because I see the Father's patience. The text says, while the Son was a great way off, the Father saw Him, ran and met Him, fell on His neck, and kissed Him. Now watch the text. In order for the Father to see Him a great way off, that meant the Father was still looking for Him. Let me use my Baptist gospel, Holy Ghost filled imagination. I just believe that the Father walked out every day, walked out on His porch in His labors to the field service, to the vineyard, sat down on the porch, watched for His Son. Son didn't show up that day, got up, went in the house, got something to eat, got cleaned up, went to bed. Got up the next morning, walked out on the porch in His labors to the field service, to the vineyard, sat down on the porch looking for His Son. Son didn't show up that day, got up, went in the house, got something to eat, got cleaned up, went to bed. Got up the next morning, went out on the porch, sent His servant to the field, labor to the vineyard, sat on the porch, watched for His Son. Now, I don't know how long He sat there. It could have been 1 week, could have been 1 month, could have been 1 year, could have been 1 decade. But however long it took, He never quit looking for His Son to come back home. Tell your neighbor, just keep looking. And if you keep looking long enough, you're going to transform from being a watcher to being a witness. If you keep looking long enough, the same way you saw Lydia, in the same way you're going to watch her come back home. If you just keep looking, sooner or later, they're going to make their way back home.
Come on, Lord. Yes, Lord.
The reason why Pastor Willis, he kept looking is because the Father knew sooner or later what He put in him was going to come out.
Yes, 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 yes.
If you put enough church in them,
Yes,
if you put enough prayer in them,
yes,
if you put enough Bible in them,
yes,
if you put enough preaching in them, if you put enough Jesus in them, if you put enough Holy Ghost in them, if you put enough God in them, sooner or later what you put in them, it'll come out of them.
yes, Lord.
He saw it,
Preach, son, preach.
ran and met him. That's good thing he didn't go and get him. He ran and met him. What's the difference between the two? If he would have went and got him, he'd have got on his chariot, went to the far country, found him, put him on the chariot, brought him right back home. Only problem with that is, as soon as he would have got him off his chariot at the house, he would have went right back to the far country. But when he ran and met him, that meant the Son came home on his own. In other words, if he would have went and got him, that meant the Father made up His mind. But when he ran and met him, that meant the Son made up His mind. And I'm talking to somebody in here today. You can't run and get them. You got to wait until you can run and meet them. Quit trying to track him. Quit trying to trace him. You ain't got a opinion stone to find out where he is. You just put that joker in the hands of the Lord and realize that sooner or later, God will make him come back home. You ain't got to wonder if she found more daddy with more sugar on the other side of town. You just put her in the Lord's hand, and no sooner or later, God will have her to find a way back home. You ain't got to worry about where that child is. You ain't got to worry about what they're doing. Just put them in the Lord's hand. And what you can't keep them from, the Lord can keep them alive while they're there. And sooner or later, they're coming back home.
Preach, son.
You can't go get them. You gotta wait till you can run and meet them. The reason I know, let me say it another anyway, I was raised in an era and an environment where everybody that was adult in my community, whether they were blood or non-blood, every adult was aunt, aunt, or cousin son. When you were at their house, you were just as much their child as you were at your own. And in my family, I'm the baby of the bunch. I'm the surprise.
Me too.
I'm the one they were looking for. I'm the one I always say, when Mama thought she was going through the change, I changed her life. I'm the one when the doctor say you're pregnant, they didn't say yay, they said I'm that one. By the time I got of any age, my brother and sister was already grown and out the house. But my daddy's best friend had a house full of children that was a little older than me. But he let me go over to their house on the weekend, and he let me go, they let me go with them wherever they went until they were going somewhere they had no business going, and then they make me stay at the house with Fernando and Mr. Costello. But one Saturday night I was over there. It was late that night. I was already in the bed. They had left me at the house with Fernando and Mr. Costello. Left that night, we had got a phone call. They called Mr. Costello and told him that his children were caught up in the local club at that time by the name of Pork Chops. And if they came out, somebody was gonna kill them. Mr. Costello woke up Fernando and said, "Come on, we gotta go to Pork Chop to get the children. They done got in some kind of trouble." He came and woke me up. He said, "Come on, we gotta go to Pork Chop. Go and get in the truck." We got in the truck and headed to Pork Chop. When we got to Pork Chop, he pulled on the other side of the road. Told Fernando, "Go in there and get my children." Told me, "Stay in the truck." Reached over my head, went to the gun rack, got that long barrel shotgun that he kept there, walked around that old GMC truck, laid that long barrel across the hood, aimed it at the door, and then yelled out, "If anybody come out that don't look like me, you're gonna be in a whole lot of trouble." They let them out one by one. When they all came out, he walked across the street. He said, "Get in the car. I came to get you." That night he came to get up from Pork Chop. That next Saturday night, they were right back up in Pork Chop. But one Sunday morning at the Good Hope Baptist Church in Hickory, Mississippi, I was sitting on the front row of the choir stand, and while the preacher was preaching, I saw one of the brothers, one of the ringleaders of the bus, sitting on the back row of the church. While the preacher was preaching, I saw him start rocking from side to side. While he was preaching, I saw him wiping tears from his eyes. When the preacher opened the door of the church, he got up and started walking down the aisle. His daddy was sitting in the corner. When he saw him walking down the aisle, he got so excited that he couldn't wait for him to get to the altar, but he ran and met him in the middle of the aisle. Fell on his back and started hugging and crying. You missed me just that quick. You can't go and kill him. You gotta wait until you can run and meet him. You gotta be patient, but you gotta let agony alter their attitude.
Okay.
If the father would have went and got him, he would have missed the pivotal point in the pig pen. And because he did not go get him and let him stay there, his agony altered his attitude. Tell your neighbor, let him stay there. Let him stay there for a little while and let agony alter the attitude. We get them out of trouble all the time, but let them learn the lessons they need to learn. This weekend, don't use your bill money for bail money. Let him sit there for a little while and let agony alter his attitude. The next time they get in trouble, quit running them to the office talking about, you know what your baby didn't do. You know that little devil did exactly what they said that he did. Because if he'll do it at the house, he's going to do it in the classroom. You got to let trouble alter their attitude. You got to figure out that I can't always come to their rescue. I got to let them go through some stuff so it'll alter their attitude. Tell your neighbor one more time, let them stay there. But then secondly, I find the Father's pardon. he came home, but he came home with an altered attitude. He left from the house saying, give me. Came back home saying, make me. He left the house in sonship. He came back in servitude. He left the house wanting the Father to give to him. He came back home wanting to give to the Father.
Okay.
He left the house thinking he was deserving of it. He came back home knowing he wasn't worthy of it. Sometimes you just gotta let it change the attitude. And when the attitude changes, then they'll be ready to come back home. And when he came back home, the Father didn't throw up what he did. The Father didn't throw up what he heard about him. The Father didn't throw up the mistakes that he made. The Father didn't say, I ain't got nothing for you. But the Father gave him a pardon and let him come back home. Watch the text. He came to his Father and he said, Daddy, I sinned against you and against heaven, and I'm no more worthy to be called your son. Make me one of your highest servants. The Father said, go get the best robe and put it on him. Go get the ring and put it on him. Go get the shoe and put it on him. You missed me. He was in the hog pen. Left the hog pen, headed to the house. Daddy met him before we got to the house. He said, Father, I've sinned against you. Make me one of your servants. The daddy said, go get the robe and put it on him. Go get the ring and put it on him. Go get the shoes and put it on him. You missed me. He was in the hog pen. Left his hog pen, headed to the house. Daddy met him before we got to the house. He said, Daddy, I've sinned against you. Make me one of your servants. The daddy said, go get the robe, go get the ring, go get the shoes and put it on him. I'm dyslexic too. He was in the hog pen. Left the hog pen, headed to the house. Daddy met him before we got to the house. He said, Daddy, make you one of your servants. He said, go get the robe, the ring, and the jewel and put it on. Let me get you closer so you can shout with me. He was in the hog pen, headed to the house. Daddy met him before we got to the house. Put a robe, a ring, and shoes on it. But nowhere in the text does it say that the daddy told anybody to clean him up. While he was still dirty, while he still smelled like a hog, while he still looked like he been in a pig pen, the daddy said put a robe on it. Which meant once he got the robe on it, he wasn't clean, but he was covered. Tell your neighbor I'm covered. I'm still messing up. I'm still doing wrong. But thanks be to God, he got me covered. Tell your neighbor I'm covered. Even though he got out of place, the Father still saved his face. Let me say it again. Even though the Son got out of place, the Father still saved his face. I got to have somebody in here other than me that realized that God didn't have to save space for me. He didn't have to keep a place waiting on me. He could have easily gave it to somebody else. He could have easily filled it with somebody else. Let me burst your spiritual ego. Every one of us in here is replaceable. God ain't gonna have you. He ain't gotta use you. He can put somebody else in that pulpit. He can put somebody else in the choir stand. He can put somebody else behind the organ. He can put somebody in your seat. He don't need your money. He don't need your amen. He don't need your hallelujah. He don't need your word. Matter of fact, make up your mind tonight. I ain't gonna never say amen again. It's a rock in the parking lot. It's been waiting on you to shut up so they can roll up in here and take your place. Go on and say, I ain't singing no more. There's a bird that's on a tree branch that's been waiting to fly up in here and get on the mic and say his eyes on the sparrow. And I know he watches over me. Everybody in here is replaceable. Let me help you out, brother. I know you work hard. I know you pay all the bills, but you ain't the only man she can find. You're replaceable. I know you're good, sister girl, but there's another woman around the corner. Everybody in here is replaceable. was not just jewelry, but it was a sign of authority. It was used for sealing documents, which meant that if they had a ring, they had some authority. If you don't believe me, just go ask Brother Joseph. But Joseph will tell you, when I got installed as second in command in Egypt, Pharaoh presented me with two gifts, a robe and a ring. So when everybody saw the ring, they knew I had some authority. Even now, it's still a sign of authority. I know you're an independent black woman of the 21st century. I know you ain't got to have a man. A man don't define you, he just accessorizes you. But if the truth be told, when you want to go back and tell the girls and show them that you have an upper level of sensuality, you go back and show them he put a ring on. It's a sign of authority. Which meant even though the son had problems, he still had a position. You ain't catching me in here. I got to have somebody in here with me that can testify that the only reason you got authority is because even though you got problems, God still gave you a position. And here's the thing, my agony is what gave me the authority. That's why I can't get arrogant. Let me say it one more time. My agony is what gave me the authority. That's why I can't get arrogant. I know God shouldn't have blessed me. I know God shouldn't have opened the door. I know God shouldn't have made a way. I know God shouldn't have gave me the miracle. I know God shouldn't have chose me. I ain't got nothing to get arrogant about. It's because God gave me authority besides my agony. What was his place? Ring was his position. Shoes was his purpose. Everybody didn't wear shoes. When you saw somebody walk out the house with shoes on, it meant that they were not laborers of the house, they were lords of the house. It meant that they were not workers of the house, they were rulers of the house. Which meant when you saw shoes on him, that meant he was going somewhere. Which means that even though the son got off track, even though the son got misdirected, the father still had a plan for him. Tell your neighbor, I'm still in his plan. How many times I try to avoid it, how many times I get off track, how many times I make the wrong decision. You can testify with me that you still a part of the plan of God. God should have fired you a long time ago, but thanks be to God, you are part of the plan of God. That's enough. Let me quit. That's right. I find the Father's patience. I find the Father's pardon. But lastly, I find the Father's praise. If you look at the text, Pastor Clark, he didn't go get the robe, the ring, and the shoes himself. And put it on the son. But the text said he told the servant, go get the robe, the ring, and the shoes, and you put it on. Now I don't know why he told that servant. But if I would have been one of the servants, I know why he would have told me. Because I would have been standing there, and I would have said, look at him now. I ain't want to come back home. He messed up everything his dad gave me. I ain't want to come back to the house. The master needs to send him right back wherever he came from. Get him to figure out on his own since he wanted to be so grown. About that time, the master comes around and said, Bernard, go get the robe, go get the ring, go get the shoe, you put it on him. You didn't catch me. I would have said, he looked like he been in a pig pen or something. The only thing he gonna do is stay around here long enough, get cleaned up, love up his daddy enough to get some more stuff from him and go right back out there and mess it up all over again. You need to go send him right back wherever pig pen he came from. About that time, the master said, Bernard, go get the robe, go get the ring, go get the shoes, you put it on there. You still ain't catch me. I would have said, I heard he want to be a servant. Well, he ain't taking my job. I've been here. He better go down the road and bind himself to somebody else. He ain't getting my bed and he ain't getting my bread. By that time, the master said, Bernard, go get the robe, go get the ring, go get the shoe. You put it on there. Let me get you closer so you can shout with me. If you just wait a little while, God will turn your haters into your helpers. It's the same people that gotta deliver it to you. If you just wait a little while, the same people that think you don't need it, it's the same people that gotta open the door for you to receive it. He said, go get the fatted calf. Don't go in the field. Don't go in the pasture. But go in the barn, in the stall. Get the one I've been feeding since he's been gone. Get the one I've been getting ready while he's been away. All of us in here can testify that we've not always been good stewards over what God has given us. Every one of us has messed up a blessing. Every one of us has manipulated a miracle. But the calf in this text symbolizes that the son ran out, but the father had some more. Tell your neighbor, he got some more. When you mess up and go to Walmart and go to JCPenney and go to Target and go to Ralph Lauren and go to the outlet instead of paying your bills, and when you get back you ain't got enough money to pay the light bill, and you pray to God, God will let you know I got some more. Even though sometimes you misuse your body and you don't treat it like it ought to be treated, and you go to God and tell him I got ailments, I got sicknesses and diseases that only you can help me with, and the Father tell you I got some more. Then every now and then you mess up over the stuff God has given you. You don't treat the car right, it breaks down on you. But thanks be to God, you ain't walking tonight, because when you went back to God, he told you I got some more. I'm talking to somebody in here right now that ought to be able to testify that you have